Game by Giant Sparrow. Okay, what remains of Edith Finch? Guys, are we in the game? Just like this? Shut up. Where do I do my... Okay. We're obviously in the game. Welcome back, guys, to a very new series on the channel. And a game that I've never played before. Welcome to What Remains of Edith Finch. What cool intro that was, man. Look, I've never played this before, like I said, so I wanted to give it a go. It's been on my PlayStation library for ages, and I thought, you know what? Let's jump into this. Let's give it a go. I'm going in blind. I have no idea what this game is about, so welcome back. Make sure you get your drinks and snacks, and let's lock in, shall we? Let's get immersed. What a cool way to set that off, man. What is that about? Oh. Okay, what's around here? Puget Sound Fairylands. Oh, okay, RT opens up.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Okay, let's lock in. Oh, this looks really cool, doesn't it? So I was just making sure everything's definitely recording. Look at this.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
How did that pass any safety? Any safety legislations? Look at this.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Oh, so no trespassing at this property is protected by video surveillance.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know, or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Okay. Interesting. Am I going the right way?
I wouldn't have driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Okay. Oh. This game looks really good though, doesn't it?
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Okay, talk about it, why?
But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
What questions?
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
It looks like that house in Hello Neighbor. That horror game. Okay. I'm with it. What is that? Oh, what's this? Missing Milton Finch. I take it as I've got to go up to it. Let's go.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Is this a horror game? I genuinely have no idea. That's a bit weird. That's a bit weird.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Okay, so you're 17 now. Why has it been untouched? Why has nobody touched any of this? Nothing here to do? Okay. Oh, what's that?
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Okay.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Edith, Eddie, Dawn, Lewis. In loving memory, Lewis Finch, December 27th, 1988 to November 21st, 2010. Beloved brother to Edith, son of Dawn, great-grandson to Eddie. Memorial service, Finch family. Oh. Is that all tuna?
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Okay. What's this?
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
Nothing wrong with Chinese. Nothing wrong with that. Is that floating? No, it's not. What is that? I've never seen that before. Someone tell me what that is. I don't mean the sink and the tap, but what's that like thing that's gone onto the tap? Is this more cans? So what's down here?
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
I mean, it looks untouched.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Wow. Okay. What's this?
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Can't go out this door. What's in there? Right, we've got a hole upstairs. I don't know what we should explore first, really. I'm not too sure. Oh, okay, triangle. I'm just seeing what my controls are. There's no sprint. Take it as I can go.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
I mean, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Drilled up. Oh.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
This is giving me... What's that book series?
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
A series of unfortunate events. It's reminding me of that. I don't know what it is.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Does it unlock that?
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
What? What?
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Milton had been here.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Let's have a look. Let's find out.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
This is it. Right, well, let's have a look.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Molly.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Molly, 1937 to 1947. Oh.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh, bless her. Not the fish.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Okay, well done, well done. So what did you do?
I ate a lot of things that night. I kept eating and eating. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
What? I'm so confused.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
I am so confused. Oh my gosh, I feel like Bean, I feel like you.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
I look like dolls from here. This is creepy. Yep. Nice work. What?
I jumped and I almost got her. And now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
There. Oh, girl. Oh, I don't want to hurt the rabbits.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
That is.
I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Are you sure?
A mama rabbit.
Is that bigger? I thought you wanted something bigger, bro. Oh my gosh.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
No, we gotta hold on to
Suddenly,
this.
I was a shark.
What is happening? I'm trying to figure out what she's going on about.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Everything is about right. Everything is about food. How hungry she is. So, is this in her dreams?
I
Maybe?
wanted fat, juicy seals.
Not seals, man. Not the seals, man.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
What are we playing right now? Jaws? Yes.
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
I think this is just about her hunger. I reckon these are dreams that she's going through. She's talking about her dreams and how hungry she is. She was like,
I was
"I'm
big,
so hungry I could eat
but I
a
moved
person."
real quiet.
Wasn't expecting the tone change.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Drunken sailor, what shall we do with drunken sailor?
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand. good smell went into an old pipe.
This is weird, man. This is weird. I'll be honest with you. I'm just going to turn myself up a little bit because
I got closer and closer.
I reckon it's up on the window. Can you not get up? No, maybe not. Maybe not. I've got to be able to get up there. That's the problem.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything.
Oh,
I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
I don't even think it's about that. I think it's like I don't know what to believe. Is that a cat?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We
Okay.
got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
To hide.
Her room was like a museum.
Okay. Well, let's have a look at this.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Is there more?
Odin Finch
Yes.
buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Okay.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Right.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay, so from Finch, I just want to go through that one more time, guys, because it's important. So Odin Finch buries his latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son Johan. On January 7, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. I mean, how do you even do that? But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home on Orcas Island, and then Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Right, okay. So it's a big family history.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Yeah, okay. Okay. And there's obviously more to be said for this whole thing as well. Ooh, that's pretty. What's that?
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Huh. What are these?
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Lots of memories, lots of VHS tapes there. Edie won't go. 72-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Built 1937. Is that Edith Finch?
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
That's what the dragon was outside. Oh, look at this. This is sad.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh, I don't like that. Don't like the flooring. Anything here?
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
I mean, tiles.
It was a pretty big trace.
The tiles and stuff are not so bad, but everything else I'm not sure about. Okay, the key unlocks all of the stuff that's normally locked up. It's the key to unlock everything, basically. Yep.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's
This
in
is
the
so-
last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
This is so cool. Excuse me? These are photos, right?
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Yeah, but why hide this stuff? That's what I'm not getting at the moment. Why hide it? Like, you've obviously got something to hide. What are you hiding? I was going to say thanks. What are we hiding here? Do you know what I mean? For Sam? For Calvin?
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Yeah, so this, yeah, because his family's gone back centuries. Basically, generations have been in this family. They've grown old here, died here.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did.
Alright, what are we doing on the swing? Oh, I can give myself some more punch. Oh!
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
If we're not careful, we'll...
Calvin, dinner's ready.
Coming! But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh!
The boy who made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
What is this game? Is it trying? Is it trying to make me...
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
cry? Is it trying to make me cry?
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
What's this? No, what is it? This is crazy.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Well, hang on, there's two things here. Before we go that way though, what's here?
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
It looks like she was.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Oh my gosh, please don't give me another sad story. That last one was awful.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
The wind picked up and he got flown off the swing and died.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
What?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages.
This girl's boyfriend
There's
sucks.
a key hidden in the music box.
Sucks.
The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Oh, this is so cool that we're doing this.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Shut up, they've got the theme music.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
If this is copyrighted, it's copyrighted. This is too good to not have. Oh, that's so cool.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh my gosh.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Yeah, facts.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
Yeah,
She
as you
threw
should
him
have.
out.
As you should have.
But she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
This is so cool. Yep, seen that before. Yep.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
You're joking, it was an actual person.
And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
I'm so confused.
Night, she played her part beautifully.
Played her part.
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Abandoning.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years.
This is insane.
Grown.
Yeah, hit him, man. Hit him. Yep. See ya.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
So they had an intruder in the house. Well, the boyfriend was trying to make her, like, find her scream back the way she used to scream when she was a kid in movies. But he's gone.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
To the door. So did they actually have an intruder?
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Next page.
Oh dear.
Oh.
The
okay.
Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard.
Wait, so...
But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Wonder how much of that
Edie
is...
told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Who knows, man? Yeah, I don't know how much of these things are true and how much of them aren't, you know what I mean? Like, how much of that is true, man? I don't know. Can we go out this anyway here, or do I have to go back? I think I have to go back the way I came. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, the way we came through, of course.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
What's this?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
She was a childhood star.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Wow, this is...
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. First of all, though.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
So what you got to say about it? Okay, no worries. Yeah, that's where we just were. Wow. It's like a mystery game. It's like a, it's pretty sad, to be honest. Right. Well, it should keep going. Yes. There you go. Yep. We're in. And this goes down into the basement. Huh. Look at this. Okay, cool.
Mom said the basement
That's
was
the
off
saw.
limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
The dragon head that he was working on. There's the saw that he obviously got caught in.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Right.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
We're about to find out.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Oh.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Food storage.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
He was living here. He was living here.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
I mean...
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Canned peaches. They're actually not bad canned peaches. I don't know if I...
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
The same routine.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Why was you under there? I don't understand why Walter was under there in the first place. So why did you wait there for 30 years? Why was you under there? Do you know what I mean? That's my thing to it.
I know it's out there, somewhere.
What? What's out there?
Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
I was literally trying to get off of the track. What is wrong with this family?
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
The entire time.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Oh my gosh, look at this, man. Trying to protect you from what? From, like, death?
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Exactly.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
I can't even see anything.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this.
It's just like incredibly, at the moment it just feels
Maybe
like
it'd be better if all this just died with me.
it's just incredibly bad luck.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Well, at least we're not the only ones that are lost. I feel lost with you. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what to believe. So your uncle...
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Going this way
I
around
think
again.
we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Whoa.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Holly Finch. Calvin Finch. Sven. Edie. Walter. Barbara.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
What is it?
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
I mean, imagine being in a situation. This is... What do you believe? It's just like uncovering all these
But looking
secrets.
back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
You're pregnant? Please be careful. Please. Not. Surely. She's pregnant? Really?
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
What are the chances? What are the chances something bad's going to happen? Like, considering her family's history, quite high. Let's move through.
They were both pretty intense.
Just looking at the time, guys. I think we're gonna leave this here at Grandpa. Yeah, we're gonna leave this here because I think we're getting through it. I don't know how big this game is. I really don't. This could be like really short. If it's really short, then I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you all for the next one.